It's 24 past the hour, and we have some breaking news for you. Two U.S. officials now confirm President Trump will recognize Jerusalem as the capital of Israel tomorrow. This comes on the heels of several calls he made to leaders in the Middle East this morning. NBC's Ron Allen joins me now from Jerusalem. Ron, what more can you tell us about this decision that we expect?
Well, Chris, this is all about moving the American embassy from Tel Aviv to Jerusalem as well, and all about recognizing Jerusalem as Israel's capital. And the response here has been for a call for 3 days of rage and a huge popular uprising. The issue of Jerusalem is that crucial to the Palestinian, Arab, Muslim side of this enduring conflict. Mr. Trump has said he was going to do this during the campaign. The Israelis, of course, want him to side with them, but this reverses decades of American policy. It defies the international community, which says that the status of Jerusalem should be negotiated by the parties to this conflict. So now we understand also that the Israeli security forces have stepped up their preparations in a way that is very unusual. They are prepared for all kinds of possible unrest. We know that U.S. diplomatic compounds in the region have been told for days now to prepare for possible unrest. All of this follows a series of phone calls that Mr. Trump made in the last few hours to the leaders of Egypt, Jordan, and the Palestinian Authority, telling him that he intends to move the American embassy. There is a law that requires him to make a decision about this in the days that we're hitting now. He will sign a waiver, we understand, that will delay the move of the embassy, but he will also talk about the need to step up preparations to move the embassy. But it's all about Jerusalem, and no matter what the decision is about the particulars of all this, he is taking a clear, symbolic, bold step to say that Jerusalem is the capital of Israel and to side with the Israelis on this. What the outcome of this could be, the consequences of this are potentially explosive.
Yeah, let me ask you about that. Turkish President Erdogan, for one, has said that Jerusalem for Muslims is a red line. And you've said several times that they're prepared for the possibility that there will be unrest. But I mean, what I'm hearing and what I think the real concern there is that the violence could break out that is potentially deadly. Am I overstating?
No, Chris, and we want to just put this in perspective. Jerusalem is the issue. It has such symbolic, such political, such religious significance to Muslims, Christians, and Jews that it is the issue in this conflict, and it is enduring. And there is such passion on both sides that this capital, the Palestinians insist there cannot be a peace agreement here unless East Jerusalem is their capital. The Israelis maintain that Jerusalem is the undivided capital of the Jewish people. Both sides are so dug in on this. And the important part is that, again, the United States for decades has taken the position that this issue of Jerusalem will be settled through negotiation. The United States has not sided clearly with either party. And that is what Mr. Trump is apparently going to do tomorrow. At least that's the way his decision is being interpreted in this part of the world. Again, calls for 3 days of outrage and protests in the streets. Will that materialize? We don't know. But for the last few days, Mr. Trump has been warned by numerous Arab and Muslim leaders that he is, quote, playing with fire, that this is reckless, that this crosses a red line, that this is something he should back away from. He still may do that. We don't know exactly what he will say, how nuanced he will be. But there is a lot of concern in this region about what might happen.
Ron Allen in Jerusalem for us. Thank you.
Hey there, I'm Chris Hayes from MSNBC. Thanks for watching MSNBC on YouTube. If you want to keep up to date with the videos we're putting out, you can click subscribe just below me or click over on this list to see lots of other great videos.